Hi friends, happy Thursday. I hope everybody's doing well today. We've got so many fun things to talk about. Let's get started. Today's day of the year is Waitstaff Day, which means during our Zooms today, we're going to be talking about restaurants, about the people who help us in restaurants. We're going to talk about what it'd look like if we played restaurant at home. Today is Thursday, May 21st, and it's day 36. Friends, I'm so excited. On the packet for today, it suggests for math that you find a spoon, after you ask your parents, of course, that you find a spoon you can use to measure things with today. So here I've got my one spoon, and I'm going to find things that are shorter and things that are taller than this spoon. Now that could mean longer or shorter, taller or shorter, any sort of words you want to use. So I need to find 3 taller things and 3 shorter things that I can draw and label on a sheet of paper. So in the kitchen, I found a chopstick. Now I like my chopsticks when I'm eating noodles or when I'm eating sushi. And let's look. So if I put them bottom to bottom, so they're equal at the bottom, at the top, which one is longer or taller? The chopstick is. So for my sentence, when I write about the chopstick, I would say the chopstick is taller than the spoon. Let's look at another one. I also found this light bulb. It just finished working in my kitchen, and so I found it. Let's measure. It's a shorter light bulb. It is shorter than my spoon, almost half the size. So for that one, I would write the light bulb is shorter than the spoon. With each of these sentences, I'm drawing a picture of the objects together. Now, also in my house, I found a glass. Wow, now it's definitely wider than the spoon, but I'm measuring how tall things are, and look, the spoon is still taller than my glass. So I would write that. The glass is taller than the spoon, and I draw them both. Here's another thing I found, an empty coffee container, my favorite. I'd measure it. The coffee's larger, it's taller. So again, I'd write, the coffee is taller than the spoon. So we keep going until we have 3 of each, 3 taller, 3 shorter, drawing a picture to match your sentence. Now, after we do that, we have 2 smaller activities to do. On this page, we're only doing the top part. This is page 11, friends. What you're going to be doing is measuring the length of things, and you're going to be looking for the shortest object to color in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, I messed up and did other days, but you can see up here in the corner, it says day 36. Super small, but only those 4 are what you have to do for today. And then on page 12, we start with the exit ticket. So the exit ticket's really simple. It tells you to draw a circle, a blue circle around the longest insect, and a red circle around the shortest insect. That's our math for today. Now, Module Block friends, you have a CMS video, which will be linked into the descriptions. You have a brand new story called Things Made of Wood that I'm excited to read to you today. After listening to this story, friends, I want you to come up with a circle map of things around the house that are made of wood, things that you use every day that are made out of wood. Make that circle map, and then we're going to answer a question. For now, I'm going to go ahead and read the book to us. This book can be found on page 17. Wood comes from trees. Chairs can be made of wood. Puzzles can be made of wood. Houses can be made of wood. Bridges can be made of wood. Boats can be made of wood. Fences can be made of wood. Toys can be made of wood. So friends, after listening to that story, what we'd like to do is draw a circle map about things in your everyday life that are made of wood. I thought about napkins and toilet paper and pencils and chairs. All sorts of different things are made from wood. From that, I'm going to take one of the things from my circle map to answer the question on page 17. It says, draw and label something that you use every day that is made of wood. And friends, as you can see, I drew and labeled my pencil. And then I wrote one sentence. A pencil is made of wood. That is our module block for today. For word work, friends, we've got something exciting. It's rainbow writing, fancy write, or mystery word write today with our cycle 23 words. Cycle 23 can be found on page 20. There's our words. Let me back it up a little bit. If you need to pause them to get them, they're right here. So, cycle 23, you can choose to rainbow write, you can choose to fancy write, or you can choose to get that white crayon, writing the words first and then using a marker over it for mystery words. There's also the word work video in the description box below as well. So for science, we have something pretty spectacular to talk about. We're continuing our conversation about culture. So what we'd like you to do is draw a picture of yourself doing something that represents your culture. So you're going to draw like a holiday that you celebrate or eating or playing somehow that represents your culture. So I have a few examples here. After you draw that, by the way, you're going to compare it to somewhere else like China, Australia, Mexico, or Kenya. So I have a picture here of me celebrating Christmas. Now this is a part of my culture because this is how I celebrate this holiday. I hang up stockings on my mantle. I lay out gifts by a tree that's usually decorated. Now in other cultures, for example, places like Kenya, I know that some people celebrate Kwanzaa. So theirs is more of a festival of light instead of a more gathering of stockings and toys and gifts and presents like that. They have a different festival that they celebrate. In China, I know that they celebrate the winter solstice really instead of Christmas. Speaking of China, let's go ahead and talk about a different one. So maybe we talk about our New Year's and how we celebrate New Year's. I know that we wait for a big giant glass ball to drop and all of us celebrate a brand new year on January 1st. China's a little bit different though. I'm going to finish our time off with looking at what Chinese New Year would look like. So here is my computer and I'm just going to hold it up so you can see this book. This is on our Epic account. This is Chinese New Year.
Celebrating holidays. Chinese New Year. Happy Chinese New Year. Beautiful lanterns light up streets under the full moon. Firecrackers pop while lions and dragons dance in a parade. Happy Chinese New Year! What is Chinese New Year? Chinese New Year, or Spring Festival, celebrates spring's arrival. People focus on family and good luck. To prepare, they clean, shop, and decorate. Who celebrates Chinese New Year? Chinese New Year is China's biggest holiday. Much of Asia celebrates it as Lunar New Year. Cities around the world may also throw big celebrations. Chinese New Year beginnings. Chinese stories tell of a monster, Neon, that attacked villages. Each new year, people scared it away with loud noises, fire, and the color red. This became Chinese New Year. Time to celebrate. Chinese New Year begins on a new moon. It always falls between January 21st and February 20th. It ends on the full moon. Chinese New Year traditions. To celebrate, people decorate doors with spring couplets. The short sayings share wisdom. The red banners bring good luck and joy. Adults give children red envelopes for luck. They tuck new money inside. Many write happy notes too. Chinese New Year ends with the Lantern Festival. Lights, puppets, and dancers parade through streets. Animal-shaped lanterns shine brightly. People are ready for a lucky new year. Glossary. Banners. Strips of cloth or paper with words or pictures on them.
All right, friends, so looking at the difference between Chinese New Year and our New Year, not only does it fall during a different time, but they also celebrate different than we do, which is cool. That's their culture, and it's different than our culture. So friends, again, for Science Today, you are drawing yourself during something you do that represents your culture, and then writing about and talking about how our culture is different than either Chinese, Australian, Kenya's, or Mexico's culture. So I hope you enjoyed today's work. I think it's going to be exciting to see what we can write about. And I hope to see you all on Zoom. I will be in the classroom at least during our morning meeting. And we will be talking about Waitstaff Day. Take care, my friends. Bye.